Now, in a shocking turn of events, a series of 3 terror attacks in a span of 72 hours have rocked Jammu. The 3 attacks happened in quick succession. The first one on 9th of June in Reasi, just an hour before the Prime Minister was to take his oath at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. The attack killed 9 tourists in a bus that was headed to Vaishno Devi. The second one was in Kathua on 10th of June. The local villagers were targeted this time around. The third one took place in Doda on 11th June and the target was the Indian Army base. There are Army and the J&K police joint operations being carried out right now. Let's hear the latest from my colleague Ajay Jandyal, who's on the spot. Ajay, thank you for joining me on the telecast, and we're getting to know the latest update right now in the 3 terror attacks that have taken place. It is the Union Minister Jitendra Singh who has now met with the injured victims and the Reasi terror attack in Kathua in Jammu and Kashmir. If you could shed more light into what all is happening on the ground, particularly with regards to the joint operations that are being carried out by the Indian Army and the Jammu and Kashmir police.
Well, see, in last 3 days, 3 back-to-back terror attacks took place. First was in the Reasi in which 9 civilian yatris were killed, and after that, here in the Hiranagar sector, one terror attack took place on the civilians, in which 2 civilians were injured, and later in the encounter, one security force person, he also attained martyrdom.
Okay, Ajay, we'll come back to you. Can you hear me, Ajay? Yes, Ajay is back on the telecast. So, Ajay, yes, you were telling us about all these operations that have been carried forward. There are 2 terrorists that have been neutralized thus far. What about the remaining that have escaped into the jungles?
Well, see, in Hiranagar, all the 2 terrorists have been neutralized by the security forces, and 1 civilian have been injured in this, terror attack, and 1 CRPF person, he attained martyrdom. But the basic, after this encounter is over in the Hiranagar sector, what we came to know that these terrorists, they were carrying huge amount of arms and ammunition, and it seems that they were basically planning to major terror attack in the Jammu, and they were looking for the mass massacre of the civilians in Jammu and Kashmir, and that's why they were carrying these kind of weapons, ammunition with them. But on-time action of the forces have foiled this attempt, and definitely, appreciable job by the Jammu Kashmir police, Indian Army, and the CRPF person. Those who were restlessly, they were basically restlessly, they were operating that area, and in 15 or longer encounter, without any loss of the civilian life, they have killed all the 2 terrorists and recovered all the warlike stored from these. Other than that, in Doda district, operation still continues, and 4 security forces personnel are injured in that terror attack. But terrorists, those who basically flee from that area, they are hiding in the forest area, and that area is under the cordon, and security forces, they are trying to definitely reach out to the terrorists and trace them so that they can be neutralized.
Yeah, also, we are getting more updates, Ajay, and if you could shed more light into that as well and give us more details regarding this, that major terror plot of mass killing of civilians has been foiled by the Jammu Kashmir police. And there are 2 terrorists, like you said, have already been killed in Hiranagar, and Jammu and Kashmir police and other security agencies have exposed Pakistan against the food materials and the medicines, with Pakistan marking recovered from terrorists that were killed in Hiranagar encounter. So this is the direct connection that can be drawn of the terrorists who came from Pakistan for this entire operation of attacking the army base and attacking the villagers in Kathua.
Yes, Megha, you rightly said, the way basically these recoveries are made by the security forces after this operation is over, that indicates that how basically Pakistan is giving every support to these terrorists, from basic to every eatable item which was provided to these terrorists. Yes, we talk about the training to these terrorists, those who are coming to the Jammu and Kashmir nowadays. These are the well-trained terrorists, and they have been given forest jungle warfare training by the Pakistani army, and this is all happening after the instruction from the ISI and the Pakistani government. And these terrorists basically, they have been provided M4 carbine rifle, which is an American-made rifle, and was used in Afghanistan, and that basically Pakistani forces, they got that rifles at that time. So that rifle is being used by these terrorists. That indicates that they have got this ammunition and arms and ammunition from the Pakistan forces. Other than that, the way basically this recovery was made, that is telling that how they were planning big here in the Jammu and Kashmir. They were basically coming here to do a mass massacre of the civilians' life over here, and that's why they were carrying huge amount of arms, ammunition, and money as well. And this is for the first time when the freshly infiltrated terrorists, they were carrying 2 lakh rupees with them, and that was the Indian rupees. That indicates that how basically they were coming with the full preparedness that they have to stay for the long and they have to carry a major attack over here.
Thankfully, that operation has been foiled by the Jammu and Kashmir police and the armed forces. Thank you, Ajay, for giving us all those details.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.